Hello there, CryptoCoins, and welcome to another video in my overview series. Now in this one, I'm looking at project PAI. PAI stands for Personal Artificial Intelligence on the PAI blockchain. Now today is 26th of February 2019, and as always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope it will be useful indeed. So first of all, some basic information about the project. So PAI is an open source blockchain based platform that is designed to allow everyone to create, manage, and use their own personal artificial intelligence PAI. So the PAI blockchain enables a decentralized AI economy where application developers can create products and services that will engage with the PAI avatars. Now the ultimate aim is a decentralized humanistic information economy in which all individuals are compensated for the contribution that make entire platform. Sounds pretty interesting. Let's talk more about the actual usage. So the PAI Coin is a Bitcoin derivative, and it is currently compatible with the Bitcoin mining algorithm and follows nearly the same in terms of technical details, so you can pretty much mine it if you want. Now creating the actual PAI avatar is free, as is training and improving them. Now miners and authenticators who serve to authenticate the PAIs on the PAI transactions will be compensated with the PAI coins. So authenticating your PAI avatar may require a small payment of the PAI coin, so that's where the demand for the coins should be created. And also application developers developed on the PAI blockchain may require payment using the PAI coin as well. Now as for the actual usage of the PAI blockchain, they're basically trying to develop a blockchain world where PAI avatars interact with each other. Now that sounds pretty sci-fi, but I will talk more about the actual use case in a bit. Now the actual development is done by the company called OBAN. I don't know how to pronounce them exactly, but they are K11, Tencent, SoftBank Ventures Korea, and HTC Vivex portfolio companies. So that means those companies have actually invested in them, and they are based in California, USA. Now they do have 66 employees according to the LinkedIn, and they are focusing on AI in VR. So pretty interesting company, mostly of those new and very impressive technologies. Now they're currently working apps. They do actually have some, and this is obviously the wallet, and also an app called PAIO, which is a very simple app that allows you to create your own PAI and see them basically dance or sing. So basically a little bit of a gimmick, little fun app to kind of demonstrate how PAI actually works, and it is currently in the beta version. Now, according to the roadmap, the team is currently working on the smart contract implementation, as well as more use cases for the coins and more apps actually working with the ecosystem, which will obviously be crucial, because if there are no users for the ecosystem, no apps on it, nothing will move forward. Now in terms of the actual token, where is it available? PAI is listed on a few bigger exchanges, and Huobi Global is the biggest one. There's also Lbank, where most of the volume is on those two. There's also Bitforex and Bitfinex, but the volume there is quite low. Now the 24-hour volume is around 6 million, so pretty significant volume. Tether is the most popular pairing, but also paired with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Current price as of 26th of February is around 3 cents, with PAI being ranked on 82nd place in terms of the market capitalization, and a market cap of around 42 million US dollars. Now around 1.4 billion of tokens out of almost 1.6 billions are currently in circulation, so there will be some extra introduced, around 160 million, so that should be also considered, because that will increase the market cap, and as a result could decrease the demand for the existing ones. So the price graph looks like this. As you can see, since the initial listing on the exchanges, the price has been dumped pretty hard, but it does seem to be stabilized since then. And if we look at the actual market cap, it's been way too high initially anyway, so it was kind of expected to happen, as we actually see here. But as we see, the actual price decrease did stop. Now some of the additional aspects of this project, so the team is looking for almost 40, that's 40 new employees, so they do seem to be expanding rather quickly, which could mean they do have a lot of available capital, mostly from the investors that I have mentioned before. They do have several available videos demonstrating the developments, so they do have ongoing developments happening, and they do seem to be moving forward with everything. However, currently the project is at a very early stage and still doesn't really have many real life use case scenarios, mostly that one gimmick of an app. But the actual technology does seem to be very promising, and in my opinion the whole idea is super ambitious and very sci-fi, so it might be very long since it's actually adapted and used in real life. But I definitely see use cases, which I'm going to talk more in the actual verdict. So first of all, the project is a very difficult project to review because of how complicated it is, and we also have to distinguish the actual project and the PAI coin, because if you invest in the coin and not in the project. So it does have a lot of potential and seems to be very well managed, but it is also ambitious, and the potential demand for the coins is still unclear and kind of risky, because the project needs to go very big for the coins to actually be demanded. Now the team behind the project is super promising and expanding very quickly, and they are doing very quick progress with the project, so the potential is also huge and unlimited. Now one use case I can, for example, imagine is that you can see the AIs of the actual real life doctors or consult mechanics all within one blockchain world. So if the AI is advanced enough, you could not actually need to go to see a life specialist. You could just consult the AI. You can basically have an interaction between two of you, two avatars in a blockchain, fake world, you could call it that way. And if they would know as much as real people, there's actual real life use case scenario there. Now on the other hand, it will take a long time until we are at that stage, and it is unclear if the demand for the actual PAI coins can be sustained since then. Now if you do love the idea and you do think it has a true real life application, I do think that. I think the potential is absolutely huge, but it's all very sci-fi. But I think if you just want to simply support the project, I think investing is a no-brainer here. But the current valuation is quite high, obviously not if you think about the potential, but the current market cap is quite high, and the demand for the coins is also unclear. So this is something you do need to remember as an investor, but I think as a technology fan, it's definitely something you should keep an eye out for. That's it. I hope that was useful. If you want to see more, subscribe to my channel, and I do love you. Cheers and bye.